Oh yeah, man. Back at you with another Hump Day Cap,
Okay.
episode 2. Yes, sir. You on here with King T and Pressure Cap. What it do, Pressure?
Oh man. Enjoying this cool day here. That's about it, man. How was your day, brother?
Man, everything was all good. Oh man, we got somebody in the back.
Ooh, that peak and then we
Oh
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
What
it
is
is.
up in this
what,
thing.
yeah, the Capitron complete. SDA, what
Oh
it
yeah,
do? Interstate
man, what's
Cap.
going on? What's going
Man,
on, Pressure Couch?
Man,
slow
Chocolate
mo.
Couch, what's happening?
What it do,
happy to be
man?
here today.
Oh
hmm
yeah,
Before we get started, man, just want to put this out there, man. Hey, all this is for entertainment. That's it. Anything we talk about that you think is real is fictional. Anything anybody in the chat talk about is past 25 years, and most of it is cap. So just believe it. We cap. That being said, get it on, fellas.
Yes, sir. Nothing but the Cap.
hmm
ain't nothing but the cap. So help you God. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All we ask is don't fight the cap.
Salute,
Don't fight
Bobby.
it.
What it do,
Yeah.
Mr. O? What it do? Blood. What
hmm
up, chat?
And one. Salute and one.
Salute.
Yeah. So, what's the definition of cap? So, you know what the definition of cap is.
Yes, sir.
Whenever they ain't giving it to you, honey, it's got to be cap.
When that money looking funny.
hmm
Yeah, man. What we on day, old pressure cap?
Oh, man. I want to touch on something that was brought up a while back, not too far back, but a while back, man. I thought it would be a good subject, man. Just to everybody just kick around and talk about. Uh, Pretty much, how y'all feel about the overseas dogs, and why y'all think when they get over here they fade out? You know what I'm saying? Like they be overseas, they doing their producing and doing their thing and all that, but then they get here and one or two go by and they get no more talk about. They don't produce the way they supposed to produce. They don't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering why is that? I mean, I got some questions inside the question of possibilities of what it could be. You know, like
Right?
is it because we expect so much from them? You know, because of their status coming from over there, or is it due to getting it and overbreeding it? You know, trying to get your money back for it, or is it all just a money thing? You don't care what's going on with it. You don't even manage it right. You just want that bread. You know,
Man,
that's
it could be a combination of all this.
Yeah.
what I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, because it's like, man, like everyone that come over
Level,
here, you know. Mm,
level of competition over there versus over here, where they could get away more. The competition is not as good for those records and champions, and that resume is not pushed to the limit as it would over here. You know,
right.
in the same degree.
Mhm.
Like I agree with King T, it could be a combination of all those things. And
Right.
the way in which they breed is so unorthodox for us in America, which Hellcat interview with Limey Kennels, he talked about that, which I was, it was nice to hear that they listen to us and what we say about them, and they got their own rebuttal. It was the first time I heard a person from over there who are prominent kennel like Limey Kennels say, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
America stack up dogs. We stack dogs. We type breed on one particular dog or whatever." And
Mm-hmm.
whereas over there, they don't believe in doing that. They believe in breeding forward, no matter what dog it is. It's just whoever best the best, basically.
Right.
And they believe that if you stack on one dog, you're not stacking on that dog, just that dog. You stacking on his mom and daddy, his grandmama and granddad on both sides, etc., etc.
Right.
So if they were not good dogs, this is what you finna get. You finna get him plus all his ancestors too,
Right. That makes sense.
which is over there. But they also focus on a phenotype too, if you want to use that term. If they want an alligator, they don't want no brown alligator dog. They don't want no black and white alligator dog. They want the same black. They want the same
Right.
look, build, everything as the one that they homing in on, trying to or family. So,
Right.
like I say, that combination breeding with our stuff may make a disaster. I don't know, but it just don't seem
Mm-hmm.
to jail like when we breed our stuff to our stuff, or they breed their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
We going on different philosophies, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
if you don't get an understanding from them how they were doing it, it's gonna be hard to, continue there with your breed.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And that's what I would commend the dude that owned the ship about, because from the way it looked, I don't know him personally or nothing like that, but it looks like when he got shipped, he got a few females from over there also to put with him. He did
Okay.
cross with dogs over here, but he also
Mm-hmm.
got a few dogs that were bred similar to him, you know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that was smart.
Mm-hmm.
That was smart though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I know somebody got a double ship dog, ship bred to his daughter. I can't think
okay.
what's on the bottom of it. And I was just like, okay, so that kind of feeds to what you were saying. Mm-hmm.
Dog man, TD, what it do? Chico.
Yeah.
Dog man TV, no, he was wilding the other night. Boy, if y'all missed that Bulldog with Bo episode on
Wait.
Sunday night, boy, y'all missed a treat. Oh
Boy.
my.
Yeah. Him and Mad, Mr. Folo Loco, Bullet Head.
And when Bully Head tapped in,
That was a
and
great
she
show,
popped
though.
lock and drop it on the show. I
Oh
couldn't
man.
believe it.
It went
Popped lock
down.
Shout
and
out
drop
to
it
Bullet Head.
on, on the skin and bone side of the game. I'm talking about the wheel. Broke it down.
Hit him with a
Shout out to
classic,
Bullet
man.
Head.
Classic.
Real classic, man.
No,
Oh
I
yeah.
started saying, I'm just trying to finish this joint out so I can hang up on y'all. That was classic, man.
Yeah, boy. J-Bo woke up, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did. I want to send that information in. Who I send it to? Dog Man TV at Gmail. That Jabo woke up, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Hey, Did okay, Hollandworth did that breeding to make Mayday, right? Him and Tanner, or just him? I think it was
Well,
him
it
and
was
Tanner.
Hollandworth.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Hollandworth.
Yeah, he had the female. Yeah, it was Hollandworth. I wonder
Yeah.
why they didn't repeat that.
They was older. It's a picture of them stuck together. They look
Mm-hmm.
older in that picture, so it might not have had time to
Repeat
do
it.
it. Right.
Yeah, that
So
makes
they
sense.
looked older in that picture.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Also, I was
Hmm.
like, man, why would you not repeat that? Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they had them tried dollar with. Just like J-Bo was talking about Dragon Man, deadlift the dollar. They tried it different ways with dollar. How you get Lil John.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, who was that? I forgot who they bred to get on Lil John. Uh, Bumper. They breed Bumper to him. It's a Red Bull Jocko dog they bred to him. It wasn't yellow though. It was similar.
You know what?
Cause
It might have been
they
Bump.
did do similar breed. Yeah,
It
they
might have
tried
been Bump.
similar. So they
Mm-hmm.
tried Bumper to Dolly. They did deadlift to Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
And they did yellow to Dolly. I think somebody knew something because they kept trying that same combination together. So,
Right.
and I forgot. Pressure, that breed wasn't gonna happen either way if they was young or not because they had a dispute behind it on Dolly.
Mm.
Ted wasn't trying to get a dog back. He had to go up
Okay.
there. Holloway had to go up there and get his female back from him. So that wasn't gonna happen no kind of way
Try to get his,
because they fell
try
out.
to get his,
Yeah,
try to get his tutor on.
yeah. It was something like that.
Alright.
So that wasn't gonna happen
Okay.
either way, which is
Right.
probably why they had to go another way with it. They had to go, another kind of way with it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I was always wondering that. I just had plenty of questions because I was never into the Mayday dog.
Right.
Seen a couple of them, but
Now,
never.
who you say? Which one you trying? Who?
Lil
Uh,
John,
Nah, you said did little breads or who?
the Dolly, the producer, Southern Killers, Dragon Man. Jay was talking about this dog. He said he didn't know that they had did that breeding. Uh, on this show, if somebody looked it up, nonstop looked it up, and he said, "You know anything about this Dragon Man dog? Southern Killer Dragon Man off Deadlift and Dolly." Yeah, you don't hear about that breeding a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
mm,
See what we could do. And bred them back to Sassy Girl. Mhm.
Oh, oh, okay. What that was? Some cruise stuff.
Nah, that Holland Word Bull. Back to
okay.
Sass and later, which all yellow and Sass. STP Sass. Some heavy
Okay.
yellow John stuff.
Uh huh.
Yep. And they bred them to Pamela. They put that Mayday Golden Girl. We Golden Girls of Havana Boys Rodney. Bred back to Miss Yellow.
Okay.
Mm.
Now that's something I'm curious about. Where
The
that
heavy
go?
yellow.
As successful as that was, where that go?
Oh,
The
oh,
Rodney and the
that's
John
good.
Boy side of Vanna Boy. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, let's look and see.
Because look at what Havana Boys. Yo, let's see. Because look at if you're looking at what Havana Boys got now, they got remnants of it, but they crossing standing man. It's more they like that stuff now more standing man than it is, and that ain't their bread and butter. That's something that they. I mean, it's true enough. A dog of the year. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to minimize
Right.
uh Grand Champion
No,
Standing
it ain't
Man. Let
taking
me give
no
me all
bad.
this title, Grand Champion Standing Man. Right, I'm not trying to take nothing from him. Dog of the year, well deserved, straight bulldog. But what they known for is not that line of dogs. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lineage produced the
Yeah.
VOR.
They got flow up here.
Arsenal. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ready back some heavy bolio stuff.
Bo Lee, yo.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Bolio. Yes, sir. Get me right. Call the cap on it. Call the cap on it.
Hey, I got it back. Cause KT got me one time. I was on the show. He said, now, Bo Leo. I said, that's right. Come on with it, Bo Leo. That's it. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. See, when you make P with the cat, you ain't scared of it. You ain't running from it. It's like,
Right.
nah, I tell it to come on. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Cap.
sir.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Okay. It went more heavy on the balls. I thought.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a heavy tutor.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
I forget the old guys that came together to put that stuff together with Standing Man, with the Chicago Dog and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Datman Brown talking about that stuff, man. He said them boys. I don't know if they was brothers or not. I think they might have been black. I don't know. But or whoever they were, they really put that stuff together like that. And he said it was more than just Standing Man too. It was some brothers and stuff that was bad too.
Mm.
Yeah. He pulled in a nice.
Right. Seemed like when
Salute
them
Dory.
dogs got away from
Chico,
Southern Cal, they really didn't keep producing like they
Salute.
used
Chico Nickel,
to.
salute. Yeah.
Salute, Don Willie. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it seemed like when them dogs got out under Southern Cal, they did good, but they ain't keep producing like how they was producing over there. You know, they still getting some decent dogs, but they wasn't getting like how they was getting. Them boys
But
was working outside.
maybe that's what Tom be saying. He done seen a lot of dogs in their life. He's saying
Right.
that you that's why he didn't go with the alligator at first because he thought it was gonna be he said some lines and crosses are good for two, three, maybe four generations, and then they fade
Mm.
away. They're
Okay.
not consistent all the way. He said he thought that the snooted, the spike alligator, whatever, whatever the stuff he sent the Hammonds and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He thought,
Right.
and he seen the first couple of dogs and good dogs they got. He was like, oh, okay, cool, they got some good dogs, but he was like, I'm not gonna bring it over here because it probably gonna last 2, 3 generations, and then nobody, you ain't gonna hear from it no more. But it kept going
Right.
and kept
Kept
going,
going.
and so he was like, right, he was like, well, I'm gonna have to bring that in because it's showed itself over the years to be consistent,
Right.
and that
Right.
may be the case for a lot of different crosses that we've seen made up faded away. It's because
Mm-hmm.
there was good for a few generations, and then you know that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a gambler's Virgil. You know what I mean? Look at them first couple of littles and them first couple of
Right.
years, man. He came out like a rocket, man. Champions everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But now, we might have to call out Jiminy. You know what I'm saying, for the crickets. I don't
He-
hear as much about the
Mm-hmm.
Virgil like that.
he's making a resurgence right now. He's making a resurgence.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them cross with the Jeep Red Boy. I've seen a
Right.
couple cross with the Red Boy Jocko, and they got potential. I'm gonna say that for sure. They got potential.
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's that one. I don't know if Mr. Vernon, but it's a dog called. Somebody mentioned in the chat. I'm not saying no. They put the numbers in the chat, but it was Watts Yellow Jacket. Was a Red Boy Jocko with a little bit of Gambler's Virgil in the dog. They say he was producing pretty well. So, like you say, I have heard about that cross with the Virgil,
Right.
the Red Boy Jocko.
They're reviving it. It's reviving itself now.
Right. And all it takes is sometimes they not savable, but then sometimes it takes somebody who will focus in on that particular strand or family to revitalize the
Right.
line and bring it back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have asked that many times on different shows about different strands of dogs, and you know, I oftentimes find myself looking at the Assassin 1, 2, and 3, and looking at what Frank Jacobs and Carter did with those lines, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to bring the Assassin dogs back. It's just other strands I seen. Yeah,
Good.
uh, Grand Champion Spiky Blood, and uh, Beach Boy Billy's Grand Champion Spiky. That's a strand of
Right.
Chinaman Bolio Tombstone that you don't see out here a lot. You don't see Grand Champion Izord. I know that's if you got to be a certain age bracket, they know when I say Izord, you don't know who I'm talking about. Some of the young whippers in here, but he was a Grand Champion son of Grand Champion Spiky. You don't see that out here anymore like that.
You're right. That's something that,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Salute the Rock. Salute
salute,
Dory.
salute.
RBG. Salute y'all.
right.
What was that? Oh. Mr. O in the chat, ain't he? Mr. O, you still in the chat?
Yeah. Azul. Azul, that old Frisco Lee Ling on the bottom, huh?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah. You don't hear a lot of people talking against that. They might call cap on a lot of things with Tom. You don't hear too much cap being thrown that they hold on to their caps when they start talking that. That stuff was for real. It was for real.
Right. Wait. Yeah. Uh,
Just a beautiful animal, you know what I'm saying? Look at the eyes,
Yeah.
beautiful.
mhm.
Yeah, he looked good.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like I
Like
said, I
that.
had heard one time somebody was in the somebody that Fat Bill knew or somebody that was in the chat were asking about that particular strand. They were looking for spiky dogs and Azord or spiky, you know. Anybody
Right.
got any Azord or spiky dogs out there, you know? Nobody had nothing to really say, you know. You like just don't find it out, you know. But
Right.
like we all know, there's somebody deep in the woods somewhere in America got that stuff still sitting somewhere.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
still
how
out
they
here.
do it. You know how they
Yeah.
do it.
And just like I was asking about,
Mhm.
I was like, man, you know, what's the kind of Smith bootlegger? Pressure came right with a pin. Oh, you talking about this? I said, oh my God, I thought this was extinct. This man just pulled a dinosaur out his pocket. What in the world?
Man, be it. Be hiding them little jewels.
Yeah.
Mhm. And, and like that, I got big paper. He said somebody, some of that blood I like in the yard. And I said, well, yeah, the old buck. Well, wait a minute, no, they don't. I said, yeah, you know somebody. Hmm,
Yeah, man.
nice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah, Spike put him out there.
All right.
That old Fat Bill. Leaving
Mm-hmm.
red.
Mm-hmm.
Old fat man with the lever red. Lever red junior. Look.
Oh man.
This is my Tom ain't never do no dog. He said that's the worst conditioning job he ever did was on Junior for his championship.
Mm. Mm.
He said he treadmilling it, overworked him or something. He said that's the worst job he ever did. He said the dog he won because he won. He just had the heart to win. He said won because of the conditioning because I messed that up.
Ah, wait.
For all them people saying Tom no condition, I mean I ain't never. Not according to what he said, unless it's some cap. Unless he
Ah,
throw, unless he throw, unless he flossing and throw that sombrero cap out there, that bull down hill
wait.
cap.
Unless it was
Wait.
that one.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
throw that North Carolina tar heel cap out there.
Wait. Throw
Not
that
the
cap
Blue
out
Devil
there.
cap.
He got enough
Got
room to
that
throw
blue
a cap
devil.
that won't nobody see it. Nobody won't see it. He got enough room. He can throw it and won't nobody see it.
You can't tell that cap on the floor with the 150,000 other caps that's on the floor laid down there. That way you can't see it.
Too many caps down there. You don't know which
Too
one it
many
is.
caps. You can't hardly walk around the room with so many caps on the floor. Yeah. Tripping, stumbling, tripping, and falling down over caps and all that. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah, too much cap.
Jordan. I remember hearing about the Air Jordan. No, I just man, we running the guy. We never check for time for some reason. We never check for him until like after the hoorah was over with.
Dang.
But then we ain't even go to town. We went to somebody that had some time stuff. So yeah, I don't know. No. There was too many dogs around. There was just too many dogs
Right.
around. And everybody was cool. So man, everybody trying to get their stuff out there. So you can't talk to them with some sense, you can get some stuff. Yeah. I don't know. We never went to town. But J-Bo said we all going in on one of them pups.
Hey man, I can't afford
From the clown.
it. I can't
Yeah, we
afford it,
all
man.
going in on it, man. We gonna pitch in, make a pot. Yeah, chat, everybody, we all going in on the pup. Let's see what it's all about.
Everybody gonna have their hand around their neck talking about, this my dog. This
Oh
my
man, my
stuff.
stuff.
He
You
gonna be looking
have
like, I'm
40 people
confused,
talking
man. I
about
don't
my
know
stuff.
what's going.
I gotta go check back on that story though. I want to keep up with that story of them bullies. I want to see it. Man, I think they're gonna be sterile. That's what I think. I think, and we ain't gonna know until they get grown.
That's it.
But I gotta go and check up on them. I gotta follow them because I want to know. I want to see on the red.
Yeah, I want to
It
look
got to
at
be
see about
something.
that and their body structure, like how strong their bones is and all that. I want to
Right,
see that too.
right.
Like, are they gonna hold up? Cause you know they
Mhm.
got a lot of weight on them. So is
Man,
your
them puppies
bones
was
big
about
like your
30, 40
daddy?
pounds.
Already, it was already
No
big.
puppies, man.
But I want,
Yeah, they was like probably what 3, 4 months old, maybe.
yeah,
About
yeah,
30 pounds. Man, them some big puppies. They was nice though. They standing holding it up, but still, them some big puppies.
yeah. That's what I want to see when you get grown, though. When you get full grown, is you gonna
Right.
get hip displaced here? What's your health gonna be like?
Mm. You like me, I know it's gonna be something wrong. It's gonna be something. I ain't wishing it on them, but you
Nah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
you playing God,
Hmm.
man. You playing God. You can't do that.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, I be looking like, yeah, he gonna make it to work. God gonna make it to work. You thought you had it, done? Nah. See that? His heart too small. He can't even breathe good. He gonna fall out every time he run around. He gonna fall out. Try to play my part, home boy. Try to play my part. You know I'm gonna
Right,
mess it up for you. I'm gonna make you thought you
man.
had a chance. You got it right, done. Soon as he gonna run around, they're gonna pass out. Man, we
Mm-mm-mm.
come to find out, man, he got he full grown, but he got a puppy heart in the chest. Oh man, damn. Uh-huh. Gotcha.
What? He full
Gotcha.
grown with a puppy heart.
Shit. His heart, he can be something like that. His heart ain't never grow full. He, he got
Oh,
hollow bones. He can't hold that much weight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
oh
Like I said, I ain't
no.
trying to win that
Mr.
battle on the
Flash.
dog, but I just,
Man, don't
yeah,
tell
I
me he
think he'll be in the
Benjamin Buttons,
wheelchair.
man. He Benjamin Buttons.
Man, he gonna be. They gonna call him Dr. Glad. They gonna call him Dr. Glad. He gonna, his little thing, break a
Right.
leg.
Blue balling.
Salute, salute.
Oh man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to see, what's the outcome of it. Y'all, is they gonna be able to produce? Is they gonna be just regular dogs? I mean, what's going on with them? 'Cause y'all got the look-alike now. Y'all got the genetics in there. Yeah, he's fitting in. All three of them look just like him. Same marking, same spots,
Yes, sir.
everything. Nothing off. Y'all got that. I see what y'all setting y'allself up for. Everybody is in love with that man, that male they got. So they finna try to have some generations of it. I want to know if it's gonna work. I got one generation and they produce. You ain't gonna get what you got though. You can't do it again. Mm-mm. You can't do it again. You can't do it off of them. How you gonna clone a clone? Oh wait,
Yeah, that's the thing. Can
you
you
gonna
clone the
clone a
clone?
clone? Oh, oh wait. Okay, you know that's like when we used to record on cassette tape. You record all the dope songs off the radio, and then your guy want a copy of yours. And it'll just be kind of flat. Did this guy get a copy of his and be even flatter? Yeah, yeah, that's that clone effect right there.
Dang.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and
Yeah.
see.
Oh wait, yeah, I gotta find that page.
Mm.
I gotta find that.
Yeah, man.
Don Willie, you still in there? How them Fat Boy King puppets coming along? They ought to be inside now. Nah, they ought to be still little puppets. Fat Boy King.
Mm,
Hey, man,
11.
let me ask y'all this, man.
What up, bro?
We don't go with say what one bad trait that you wouldn't like in your line that wouldn't affect the dog though. I'm just saying like bad ears, uh a blue eye, something that wouldn't prevent the performance of the dog.
Oh, okay.
Just just ain't common in the dogs you breed, something like that.
Yeah, it's just something you getting out of it, but it ain't affect the performance of the dog.
Okay. Getting a side eye for real.
That
They still
Cali.
be getting a side eye. You know,
Oh,
because it's just different.
I ain't never like little skinny leg dog. Little skinny
Oh,
leg. I don't
yeah.
like the little two-piece leg. It might not affect now. You know, he better move around. You know, he might get around good, but man, the little skinny legs, I think, man, they gonna get broke all up, man. Might have grab hold of your leg, boy. You snap like a toothpick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't like that.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Really ain't had too much like that. I mean, I had a thing with the ears. I had a thing with the ears. I ain't gonna lie, I did have a thing with the ears. I like that. I like the floppy ears. The ears that hung off and down on the side of the head. I liked them. Little arch down the side of the head. I liked them ears. Then started getting coyote ears at one point. Like, where the hell that come from? Yeah, but later in their life, their ears broke down and start flopping over. But at the beginning, at puppy stage, man, all of a sudden you come down one day, see the puppies, and you got a German Shepherd in there. Like, wait a minute, hold on, why your ears sticking up like that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But eventually, the older they get, they just flop over, just hang up, they flop to the front. Though. But yeah, 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 those are funny ears. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like them funny looking ears.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, but that's it. No, you know what you call them, like the cow. What you call them? The rear end be bow in the back.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Like, talking about when the heels go in or the heels go out
yeah,
wide, or
yeah.
the leg back legs go
Go
out real
out
wide.
wide. Yeah,
Oh,
like they look bow legged in the back. Like I didn't like that, but I never seen it affect the dog though. I never seen that be
no,
like, man, see he can't wrestle. See he can't get round. Look how he falling
right.
down and stuff. Like I ain't never seen that before either. I ain't never seen it affect the dog. But I just thought it looked funny, like something wrong with him or something.
Right. The Rock said, he said, I got bad ears. He said, I used to hate them, but they grew on me now. Hey, that's what's up. I seen some bad ears. I gave him something to hold on to. Gave him a little room. So I ain't got nothing against some bad ears.
Yeah, there ain't nothing but that terrier coming out.
Mhm. So what do you think is putting the real heat into these breeds? The terrier putting the real heat into them, or the original cross that made them, which we'll never know because we know it's a cat back there too. But
Oh
as far
yeah,
as the
it's a lot
original
of terrier
cross
right
that
there.
made them, what do you think is putting the spark in them? The terrier side,
I say the terrier side. The Irish side, I think is more of the drive and everything, and the English is more of the build. You know what I'm saying?
right?
The
Right.
bulldog build, the bull side, the bulldog side. The terrier
More,
side, I think, is the Irish. Yeah,
right.
they'll work all day
Yeah,
trying to dig and trying to get at rodents and all that drive.
right.
You got to have a lot of fire and drive to do that. But
Hmm.
I think that's where it come in. Speaking of that, boy, fire. People always attribute like Red Boy and Red Boy Metal's Outlaw or whatever for adding fire to a line. But what lines out here that's not Red Boy do you think add fire to a line that throw
Not
fire?
red
You know what I'm
boy.
saying? That's
Right.
not Red Boy.
Okay. You can go. You can go with the classic Jeep. Jeep will spunk your line up. The right Jeep will spunk your
Oh,
line up.
okay, okay.
Uh, oh, yeah. I mean, can't speak on Bolio because I ain't had no heavy Bolio. So I can't speak on him.
Yeah.
But that's about the only one
They
I can
used to
think
say
of.
that was it though. They used to
Yeah.
say that was it. They said before Red Boy, Bolio was the sauce. Like that'll spark your line, or if you had some tight bread and you want to unshackle your tight bread stuff, shoot you some Bolio in there, and it'll make it act up. You know what I'm saying? It'll live it up.
Right.
Before Red
Rock
Boy came
said.
in and
Rock said G Rascal with Bolio all day. Man
okay,
says staff English and game Irish. Staff English and game Irish. Saying that's the combo, man. That made the beginning of this. That's the combo. Staff English and I game Irish. Okay, yeah, I'll give you the game Irish part. I know it was some staff. Well, yeah, it was some staff in there. We can't count out staff. You're right. We can't count the staff out. We can't count staff out. And he probably, yeah, he been there the whole time. He just been quiet. He been there the whole time though. That's part of the structure too. Mm, life. Salute.
Let me go back over to the see what the chat's saying. I'm over there looking at that pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, salute. Yerk, salute. Casino Life prayers. Fast metabolism. Ball their way talking scientific on him.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So what's the top dog all around now? The top dog everybody going for now. As far as out on the market, stuffy and all that whole stuff. Stuffy deals the whole nine. Well, I'll say what bloodline
Shogun.
is the hottest on the market.
Salute Shogun. How the bloodline right now? It's the same as
Mm-hmm.
it been. Hold on, let me catch the Holy Ghost right fast. Oh, Lord. Mayday, 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 mayday. Okay, so I came off from the Holy Ghost. Mayday, Holy Ghost. Everywhere I go, mayday. Everywhere I go, mayday.
Mm-mm.
I think
Okay.
it's still
Okay.
the market. I don't think it changed. You know what I'm saying? You can say, uh, like I said, I just happened to go on Titan Kennels website today
Mm,
while I was getting loaded up. Um, and quite frankly, I was very impressed with what I was seeing. But the thing that was that was like even more impressive, or it was like a duality thing. At first, I was like, "Wow, y'all got all these scrolls." Then I was like, something on the back of my mind said, "Cap," but
uh-oh.
that's just how it be sometimes. Cause I saw they got Macho Buck scrolls, they got
Mm,
Sean B's Champion Justice scrolls. I was like, "Whoa, where you
whoa.
find that at?" They
Yeah.
they had Macho Bear scrolls. I figured they'll have that.
Mm,
Uh, and some other real, they had Macho Buck. So I'm like, okay, if I still got Macho Buck scrawls, why am I
mm,
still even in? I mean, but that's the same thing you can ask Tom about. Why is you entertaining Dynamite or anybody else when you still got Frisco scrawls around? Like, I
right.
guess they gonna string them out.
Mm,
And if you got them open to the public, like he had the paperwork up there where somebody let him get 3 breedings, 3 scrawls, and they were signed
mm,
over the ADBA paperwork to show when you sign the scrawls, the semen over to another person, you have to get it
right.
signed and everything from the ADBA so that
Mm,
when you either sell it to somebody or you use the straws, it can be recognized as an actual breeding because if you do it bootleg, then there's no those straws
Right.
belong to a certain people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that unless you got the paperwork
Mm-hmm.
saying. And I thought that was cool too because they tell you exactly how many you got, so you can't count.
Right.
He said it was sold for the order of three breedings to this person on this date, whatever the case may be. So you can't. So after the three breedings, you can't come. Oh, my bad. I got a fourth one. Yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
champion Juju 3. No,
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
already been
Got
three
it.
breedings.
Mm. Okay. That's nice though. They doing it
Hardest,
like that.
hardest and bulldog salute. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I saw that on there. Like I said, at least they put that up there for people to see. They had some heavy car Mims dogs, which I figured they would since they have now purchased Bonafide Kennel Club from Miss Judy Mims, but I think she's still running the show. But so they have one of those kennels that have put themselves in a power position by taking over the kennel club, buying the kennel club. They got all these, scrawls off different animals that, people want to have.
Right.
And they're working with a bloodline that's extremely popular. And like I said, even Tom got Jack Sparrow scrawls and Jack Sparrow blood on the yard that he don't really talk about that much. You
Right.
know what I mean? From evolution. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? He had Jack Sparrow on his yard till he died. You know what I mean? When he got older. A lot of
Right.
people don't know that. That
Yeah.
Alberto sent Jack Sparrow up to Tom. See what I'm saying? See how these things connect to each other in a way
Mm-hmm.
which you wouldn't think that they would deal. You would think that he's strictly an Eli Carver man, but he ain't no dummy. He's also a salesman too. And if that's the most
Mm-hmm.
popular line, he want to have a touch of that on the yard too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, man.
yeah, that right, pit wise. Greg is real business.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it all. Yeah. So like I said, they put themselves in a powerful position in going into the future. Just like we
Yeah.
talk about Kobe back in the days, he could do how he want because
Mhm.
he bought the club. Then you get
Right.
to the other people, ADBA, and then the Greenwoods move in and they buy it. After
Right.
um the Confield and the other guy had it after they passed, he buys it, or right before they pass, Ralph
Mm-hmm.
Greenwood buys it, and now his family owns that. Uh,
Right. Mm.
so I think that's still a popular thing. And like you said, even Tom got a little. He did a breed with a ship female. So, like I say,
Right. Just to have a little touch.
yeah, just for what I'm saying, like for a salesman wise, that's something that people been running their mouth about. He hear what's going on. He hear
And
what
who
been talked
knows?
about.
Who knows though? Tom might know something about the ship blood. He might know something about a little crossing. That's why he did it. You know. I
Well,
can't say.
he put up
I
there.
can't be.
It was an experiment. he
Uh oh.
said
Uh
he said he said it was an experiment, bruh. But this is the thing. He 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 was honest in that regard because he was like, I want people to. let's try it together. I'm gonna keep one or two,
Right.
you know,
Right. Okay.
and
All right.
anybody, want to get in on it, and let's all find out together. Let's see together.
Right. Well, that's cool. Then doing it like that. That's cool.
Right.
Mhm. Salute, game breaker.
He ain't too much dipped out.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what would be after that? I think so. What would be after that? That's a good question you asked, Precious. But what would be after them? What you think? If I say Mayday, would you agree with Mayday number one, first of all? Or you got another one in mind, you think?
Most sought after blood. Oh, yeah, I would have to say. Yeah, I would have to say Mayday. Yeah, the Mayday bandwagon still going. It's still going. Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
them every day. I see them every day. I go on the book. Somebody got it. Mayday though. I just be wary of them because it's like, oh, come on now, bro. Hold on. I understand. They out here. Cats out here doing their thing. But at the same time, come on, dog.
Come on now,
But
man.
no,
Come on, dog.
but no, I'm gonna say what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, they still out here. They still out here. They still up front. They still up front. And I'm gonna say the Jeep bred dog, or the Jeep cross dog, right on their tail. Because that's another thing everybody still after. Everybody still after that nice Jeep cross. Then I had to say
Right?
the Boudreaux blood. I had to say that,
You think
or the
so?
Boudreaux Carver, or the Boudreaux Carver blood. 'Cause they intertwine with each other. I probably have to say that then.
Okay. What y'all think in the chat? Mayday did Boudreaux? That Eli still
Mayday
sought
Jeep.
after?
Oh wait, yeah, yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Mayday, and then I'll say the next three behind them is kind of tied for trying to get him out the mix. I'll put it like that. And I had that next three behind him, jousting for that spot to get him out the mix would be the Jeep Crosses, Boudreaux Blood, and I say the Red Boy Blood. I've seen a lot of people looking for that too.
Oh yeah.
I say that.
I
Yeah, a
would
lot of
say
people
that's
looking
up
for
there
Red
too.
Blood.
It's still I would say that's up there too. Even though there's plenty of it out here,
Mm-hmm.
to
Everybody looking for
find
the
it is
perfect
not
blue.
hard to find. Right.
Right.
But yeah, I still say that too. You people still want heavy bread,
Yeah.
pre-bred or heavy bread red boy.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say also too, man, uh, and there's certain particular strands of this bloodline that people are looking for. That always been looking for it. It ain't just
Right.
started, and that's the Rascal strand, Rascal
Man.
dogs. But there's certain strands of the Rascal dogs that
Right.
people have been looking far and wide
And,
for these
and you
particular.
know
That
what?
Goodson's
The
Billy Jack
rascal
strand
blood.
is a strand that is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Go ahead.
no, that's all I was gonna say. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good. You said the Billy Jack strain?
Yeah, that the Mosley strand. If you can't get because he don't sell all the time. It's hard to get it. He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's particular about who he sell to. It's funny. You got to be close proximity to what you know what I'm saying. He'll change his
Right.
mind. All these things I heard about Sweet, over too Sweet over the years. And
Right.
but his blood has been always sought after. Whether
Mm-hmm.
you think it's cap or not, it worked. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I
Right.
remember being in the chat in Pro and Game, and now with Luca Brasi, and we going back and forth. And he said he didn't want anything. He didn't want nothing that Mosley had. He didn't want nothing that it had nothing to do with that blood whatsoever. But I told him it's people
Right.
in Florida that live and die by that blood. Been using that blood successfully for years. Southern Alabama,
Yep.
Central Alabama, like Georgia, on up, been using the Mosley stuff with success. So you couldn't
Right.
tell them that. But he was
I
just
had
saying
dogs with it
the thing,
coming from La Ponce. I had the Mosley
right?
blood coming through. I had I had
Gator, Gator baby,
Gator baby. Yep, I had Gator baby.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Hey, I was
r-
satisfied with that. Cross with the Buster,
right.
man. I was straight. I was straight with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I never had one to
Just loaded,
question him. Only thing I would
right?
say, me personally, nobody else,
Uh,
me personally, every time I seen a pedigree, somebody posted something they got from him, I'm like, how this dude still got Blaze all the way up here? How? And that was it. That was just me personally. I always call Cap. What, Blaze 2 right here? Stop, bro. Like, that was just me. I ain't down the blood, but I was calling Cap on the pedigree. That was it. I was just calling a little Cap on the pedigree. I wasn't down the blood, but I think it was a little. Let me boost it back up and make it a little more enticing a little bit. I think it was a little bit of that going on. That's just me. Yeah, that's how I felt about the Mosley blood. Just the straight Mosley blood coming from him.
right,
But I
right.
didn't doubt the blood itself. I ain't doubt the blood. I just had to do some cap on the pedigree. Because Blaze is just forever. Blaze is just forever. I'm like, how he not going past the fourth generation, bro? Come on now. Like, it's been
Well, that's
5 years. He still ain't went past the fourth
that's
generation.
that, that's what everybody was. That's what he was saying. He said, "No, man, how you how you this many years removed from Rebel Kennels and Rebel Kennels still showing up? Man, Rebel Kennel got hit up and got popped in the late '80s, early '90s. He said, how the Rebel Kennel stuff still showing up in the third and fourth? How that's impossible? How that's possible?" He was like, "Man, come on, man." I was like, "Well, you know what? For about that, I can't say nothing about that because I'm wondering the same thing on how those dogs even you can even still see them dogs. You shouldn't even be able to see them dogs in the first 5 generations. You shouldn't see no Rebel
Mm-hmm.
Kennel nothing. It should say Mosley, Mosley, Mosley. You know what I'm saying? But his
Oh,
dogs, and you
oh.
still you still can see the Rebel.
Hey, Roxy, I know somebody sent his back to him because it wouldn't jump. He wouldn't jump on the doghouse along with being a red nose. Rascal dog. Oh, wait. Oh,
Yo,
wait. What up,
Yeah,
T?
you in here?
Man, stream y'all put the cap on me, man.
Oh
I've been
man.
Yeah,
talking to
man.
myself, man.
I'm like, what KT at? KT must dipped out. Then I looked in the back street, in the back studio. I said, man, he talking.
Hey man, I had the big cap on me.
God,
I'm trying to
I
jump
got
in,
him.
the cap on me.
I got the muzzle cap on it.
Salute to
Got
everybody
the
in the
cap.
chat, man. I miss, man. Yeah. Y'all boy been
Got the
cooking,
cap.
though.
No, you ain't talking
Oh
about that
yeah.
dude. No, you ain't talking about that dude, Rock. You better not be talking about that dude. You said I might know him. You might
Who you
not
talking
be
about?
talking about that dude. You better not be talking about that dude. just, just give me a nod or something. Hey, this is the dude he talking about. T, you know the dude
Oh, man.
with the red nose rascal.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, that's who the Rock talking about. I think.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Come on now, man.
The
Come
Come on,
only
on.
dog.
red nosed rascal dog you ever heard about, SDA, in the last few years.
Red, no, man.
Oh,
Lord
not
have
that
mercy,
one.
man.
Not that one. Okay, not that one. That's another one. Oh no. Oh, matter of fact,
Now
from
it was
oh
what's it called? Was he got in trouble? I thought. Yeah, I remember Ted the transporter. Remember Ted? I thought I ain't sure. I ain't gonna say. I don't know. It might have been, but the dude somebody had used to be a transporter. I don't know if it was Ted or not, but he
okay.
had. Uh, he used to transport, and he used to transport a lot for Mosley. He had a whole yard full of the Mosley Rascal dog, and a lot of them was red. I ain't talking about no red no now, but they were
Just
red,
red.
and they come down from a through a dog called Dingo, Dango, something like that. But they was red. They weren't black
Hmm.
and white like the rest of them.
Wasn't the chocolate? It was red.
Nah, they were like red color, like
Oh
well,
wait.
like a reddish, like a red buckskin, like a deep red.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mm,
okay, like a fawn almost, like deer color almost.
yeah, like kind of like Zorro color,
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe a
I
little
got you.
darker, maybe a little darker than
Right.
him,
Yeah.
like that, with the black nose and everything like that. And I was like, man,
Hmm.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I said, but I don't, but I done seen blonde. You have too, Jeep Rascal dogs, and they don't look nothing. You would never think that was a Rascal dog,
Yep.
like a buckskin.
Exactly.
You know, like the ones you talk about
Hmm.
with the white blaze in the face, got the black mask. They
Hmm.
don't look. They look more like a Jeep. Well, not quite, cause they got an Eli built. They
Right.
might not even have that
Right.
block. That Jeep dog got a blockhead. He got a blockhead.
Right.
Uh,
You got more like a
uh,
rounded off big head, like
r-
muscular head.
right, right. So you can't
Hmm.
really tell that's really no Jeep dog either.
This the one you
Right.
talking
But if you
about?
say, man, that's him. God, dog. Well, I can't tell you. Boy,
Oh wait.
well, we
Oh
got to
wait.
well, we got to win now. But we got to,
Oh
boy,
wait.
he would have went in there and grabbed
Oh.
that dog up out of there.
Oh.
We,
I'll be. Oh. I'll be scared. I don't know if I want to breathe to
that's
him no
him.
more. I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to breathe to him.
What the name is, KT?
Mosley Dingo Pete.
I don't want to breathe to him.
Nah, I got
No,
that from the survivor
I'm
scroll from
taking
my
my shit.
brain.
I'm
I
taking
ain't even got,
my shit
I got a
back off.
computer.
Off,
I
off.
just pulled it out my brain.
He off
I'm saying,
Blaze and Diamond. Double braid
mm-hmm.
I
Blaze.
changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm taking my female back home. You didn't tell me all that on the phone. You you didn't tell me all that on the phone. I'm going back home with
I
my
told you
female,
the
dog.
dog.
I'm good.
Now now, Bruce, I told you the dog was red. Now I told you the dog was red before you come
Oh,
down here.
oh, but look
Told
at
you the
that
dog was
nose.
red.
Look at that nose, though. You ain't tell me he had a red nose. I was thinking red, dark buckskin with a black nose, and I get down here. Oh, and he red with like 10 stripes and 10 streaks in him, and a red nose. Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I changed my
Come on
mind,
now, man.
man.
Don't pull out. Don't pull
You
out
got
for
some
me,
puffs
man.
for
Don't pull
sale.
out for me.
You got some puffs for
Don't
sale.
pull out.
Hey,
Come on,
he look
man. Don't
like
pull out for me.
hey, don't he look like he look more, man. I put him more on the side of a man. I put him more on the other side where like a $3 knife dog. I would think that when I see him. When I first walk on the yard, he ain't say nothing. I'll be like, oh, you got some nice stuff over there. I'll think something like that. Got some of that over there. Okay, I see it. The whole time he a rascal dog. Ooh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Is he throwing red nose?
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
see.
that's that one that. That's that. Hey, that's that one that try to slide you over in the yard. And you like him? Y'all, come
Oh,
on, come
wait.
on, man. Let's look at him. Come on over here. Let's look at him a little closer. Come on to the change spray right here. Let me show you about him. Now this dog here is a special dog right here.
He
See,
got he
now
got a
look at him.
red
Look,
buckskin.
look at it red.
Re-
Look at him run back
A
and forth with
red
twitch
buckskin
muscles. Look
son.
at him.
A red buckskin? Yeah, he got a red nose. He probably got a red nose. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He
Mhm.
might have a red. Yeah, he might have a red nose.
So this what this guy in Alabama, that what they were saying. He got Moses dogs too,
He
cause
got.
like I said,
Yeah.
everybody was on a search to try to find because you know
That one.
you
That
can't.
one there got a red
Yeah,
nose.
cause
He got a quarter tramp on the bottom
sometimes
of
you can't get Moses on the phone. Sometimes he don't answer. You leave a message, he won't
it.
answer. Then he'll answer. I got one for sale,
Mm.
but you got to be here by tomorrow to get him. I
Mm.
done heard of people getting halfway to Florida. He said, you know what, man, I changed my mind. I don't
Mm.
want to sell him no more. What? So you gotta be on point. So people be like, man, who else got some of this stuff, man, that brings some of this stuff? So people be looking, and people came across that stuff there. So, but people was kind of like throw it off because they was like, oh man, he got molded out. Then when they looked at him, they were like, hey man, well, I
Mm.
mean,
No siblings up
what
here.
this is? Yeah, what
Ooh.
this is?
No siblings too? Ooh, wait. There's a lot of flags up there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of flags up there.
He gonna be some flag.
Ah, see,
Oh
it's
yeah, he
just
gonna be some flag.
the color threw me off. As soon as I seen him, he's like, yeah, this boy right here, you gonna breed to your female. I was like, oh no, I'm good, bro. I'm bringing my pretty black female up there to breed to in my mind, black rascal dog. And then you tell me, no, he busking. Okay, okay. I know by now you got to put it out there. Okay, busking. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, he's like a red buckskin. Okay, cool. Then you get up there, your red buckskin with a red nose and white streaks in him. Oh no, bro. No,
Right.
for who? Red to who? Where that's coming from?
And see,
He, he the only one.
that stuff.
You can't tell me inbreed.
That wa-
You can't say inbreed, can you?
I, like I said, I don't know where that would be coming from. If I don't know where that would be coming from that family of dog, and I don't know. Like I said,
Hey,
Mo,
look on the other
Moses
side.
had
Look on the Pedro side.
other blood.
Same thing. Same thing on the Pedro side. Look at that dog that's out there.
Yeah, cause like I said, I always looked at you. I mean, you know what we talking about, and I'm saying where that come in at, and he's so
Ooh-wee.
tight bred off of him. off this Pedro.
Wait,
He like so many times Pedro.
you kind of favor that dog that
Uh,
you just got off of. That what the Rascal
right,
dog
right. And I'm
transformed
like,
into? They turning red now? You
nah.
getting red out of all black? Black and white, you getting red? Woodall didn't get red. He got all white. He didn't get red.
You got chocolate though,
He got some
but you ain't
chocolate, but
getting
he ain't
no,
getting no red. Red nose.
he ain't getting no red. Red no, he ain't get that. You ain't lying. He ain't get that now.
I'm just saying, I just had to use him as another black dog breeder for generation after generation, and he's turned white.
Yeah, many years, many years. Exactly
So
right.
why that all that inbreeding they doing ain't turning white? How's it turning red? And getting red noses.
Could the bottom end be
Wait.
different?
Mm,
Cause he getting the red when he bred to the tab.
okay, he bred to tab, got the red.
Right here.
Okay,
Cleo. They bred Blaze Rachel.
okay, okay, okay. You got the 100 red now. Okay, yeah. Okay. That explain that red. That explain that. I can give him that.
See that what I'm saying, Yuri? Even when you outcross, you say you ain't never get no red no, no red no. Even when you outcross your rascal stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hey. Yeah, that's how heavy it was bred. I know the rascal you talking about. It was heavy. Black dog. You get black dog. You get some white markings, but you get black dog. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. Woodall did his thing with the blackjack dogs, and he never got no red nose. Straight up, red nose, and just throwing it off.
Yeah,
Okay,
then
so
sometimes they come like that, Shogun. He said, man, you just taught me something. I've been seeing the little white script on the Jeep Red Boy Rascal dogs. Yeah, a lot of them will come like that with the little white strip down their face. Uh,
hmm
and Rascal dogs, they'll tend to have a white streak and the white collar around their neck. What we call a white collar, be all white around their neck and a white tip on the tail. A lot of them. Sometimes they got
hmm
white socks, black with white socks on.
yeah, or just white toes. When
Yeah,
you get
white
down into
toes. Yep.
the white toes. Yep.
With the white
Yeah,
going up the left
yeah.
side of the chest.
Ooh, ooh.
But what if
That's
it
how
go to the right, King T? What
it
if it go
ain't
to the right?
it ain't it.
That
It
ain't
ain't that.
that
It
ain't
ain't
it.
that.
Okay, 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 okay. I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so that female covered. She covered where her red come from. She got a lot of red on her bottom side. Okay, I'll give him that. I'll give him that on that one. But
Man.
him himself is what's throwing me off.
Hold on, hold on. Him.
Game breaker throwing
Uh,
caps out there.
get you some of that rascal right there, man. He said red, but he ain't mentioned no red nose. You gotta tell people about that red nose, bro. You're gonna break people's heart when they come. And see, then man, I'm just looking at him, man. Why is he built like that? That don't look like
Yeah,
no
that's what I'm
rascal
saying.
dog, man. Ain't nothing about him say rascal. Nothing.
No, man.
He built like a whippet or something.
That's what I'm saying. So. So people kind of like turned on real quick, getting excited. And they got pissed off and like, oh, for real? He got a yard full of them? Transporter? Oh, hell yeah. And then once they seen them, they were like, oh, no, man, no. Man, what that is? Man, what it is?
So that's the pride and joy because he ain't got a collar on. That's pride and joy.
Mhm.
He ain't even got a collar on. I'm just saying.
They say them
Just
whipping.
nothing.
They say them whipping be real small. You might not even got to put a collar on and let it walk around. That whipping be
Oh,
real
yeah,
small.
it is. Yeah, it is. He ain't got a collar on.
Shit, let it walk around.
Oh, shit.
Uh, hey, hey,
Shoot.
man.
Shoot.
Hey, man. That line still going. There you go.
Oh, oh, man.
Oh
Oh, they
yeah.
still pumping it? They still getting pumped up. Oh. Oh. That's just like
Well,
the other one that's out there.
they got some of that red in it.
The other one he looked like the other one out there, and he ain't got no red in him. But he looked like that one. Oh, wait.
That's his grandson.
At least he looked better. He took the Yodi out of it. Took the Yodi out of it. At least he looked better. Look at
Hey,
that. He looks
look.
like something now.
The casino like
Look at the structure.
casino like prayer say I can't. Casino like prayer say I can't stand to whip it. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Then okay, so like I said, that right there, it's strands within that family. That's one. The Mosley, the
Mm-hmm.
Arnellos, Grand Champion
Yeah.
Fly, or what made
Uh-huh.
Pup Gangs Grand Champion Shine. That particular
Mm-hmm.
strand is a sought after strand.
Right.
And also,
That's that loner stuff, ain't it?
yeah, that's correct. The Bowling's Loner
Yeah.
strain of Mount Man Homer. And then
Mm-hmm.
the Strickland's Nella, the Strickland stuff.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, that's sought after. People
Right.
people be wanting to get their hands on that particular strand. Or what his name? Tank, Champion Tank, which is off I think he's out with him off Strickland's Nella, produced the other one, Tank.
Right.
Um
And he had the combination with the boomerang, didn't he? The homer with the boomerang.
right, right,
Strickland did. Yeah, that was a nice bro.
right,
Yeah, that
right.
was a nice bro.
And like I said, those strands was right then in Carrollton, Georgia, before Southern Style Kennel sold out. Then you have people like Claire who bought the last of it, and it moved into the Louisiana area. So, but you have people that's in Florida who have strands of it. Uh, people like Victory of
Who,
Faith, people like
who
that.
sent their stuff back, Dwight? Who was that to send their stuff back? I guess we just said who it was. Who surprised?
Said that's who sent his
Was it
stuff back to
BA?
him. Who
BA? BA
who
sent
is
it
that?
back. Was it BA?
Ball.
I think it was BA that sent it back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sent it back. Mm-mm-mm. I said, nope, it ain't gonna work with my cross. Mm-mm. Oh wait, oh wait. red nose popping up in the Rascal bloodline is crazy, especially when it's tight. That's just crazy. Like far as the other red nose, I know it's a few Brundles in that blood. I would expect a Brundle before a red nose.
Right, right. And
I would
then
expect a Brundle.
if I mean we can't believe none of it. Just I was just about to say so. And yeah, I was gonna try to look like, which is why J. Boy always say that, which is intelligent, because he was like, yeah, you trying to get it all right, but all this stuff is a bunch of cap. You trying to say the philosophied and all that? Because I was just about to philosophize. I was like, well, that's true. That's true, pressure, because Rascal's brother, also Negro, he was Brundle. But it's like,
Right.
wait a minute. Carver came out. Carver sent them boys to Mexico to get that Rascal dog, and he came out the house with the papers. Man, them dogs ain't really brothers for real, man. Stop the cap, man. You stop all this trying to philosophize this junk, man. Them dogs ain't no doggone brothers.
There's so much cap out. You forget about
Yeah,
cap.
I'm about to.
Cap
Yeah,
on top of cap.
I'm about to dress it up for you. Yeah, that's true. As a matter of fact, this is how you can find the Brenda dogs because of his brother. You see, that's why the genes are gonna show this way. Man, that ain't got nothing to do with that cap, man.
Cow,
Mm-mm.
man.
Man, that was cap covering
That
up the
man
cap. What a cap.
Carver told that man, hey, Hyde, you can go home with that dog I gave you. Oh, you, Chris, y'all, you gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Hey, y'all boys, y'all go across there and get that dog I told y'all to get. Yeah, come back. I
Mm.
come back over here tomorrow from the hotel, and I got something for you. You gonna really like this one.
Mm-mm. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Mm-mm. I call him Rascal.
Matter of fact, I got the papers in the house. Let me go get the paper for him.
He's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I just seen two Mexican dudes just walk up with the dog. Wait a minute. How they got the paper? Never mind that, boy. Don't worry about that, boy. I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh,
get the
I would
paperwork
love
for
to
you.
see the original paper for Rascal. They probably got Pascal on there. Remember how he had Eli?
Yeah.
Remember how Eli papers was? Oh, wait.
Oh yeah.
So I can just imagine how Rascal paper was. Now, could that be the breed he gave to Rascal? He said it was Rascal. He gave that to Crenshaw. Could that be the real Rascal right there? Because his
You
name was also. Could that be the real Rascal dog? His name was also though.
see so? Oh so.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But that was the real Rascal dog. That's the real Rascal blood right there.
That's why they
That dog
said. What's the
worked
kind
out.
was it? That's why we always said that. They always told us back our way that Bloody Sunday and Rascal were brother and sister. They were like, man, look at the picture on 'em. He said, man, they got them like that around the
Oh,
same time. That's the same story, kind of like
oh,
Triple M said. I think Hyde got Bloody Sunday. He had already had that dog. He said, you go and get
oh,
that one and
wait.
go on back. But Crenshaw, you got to wait for yours.
Hmm.
He came back with another black and white one. And that was, but they got two different pedigrees.
Threw the
Yeah.
cap on. Threw the cap on.
Yeah. Cause they were like,
Mm-mm-mm.
man, that's why you see them early breeds of Rascal. They sticking them, Hyde and Crenshaw, sticking them dogs together. People don't even be picking up on that. Them first early
Mm-mm.
breedings, before they did the Jeep
Uh,
Rascal and all that, look at them early. When they get Hyde's machine gun head and all that stuff, early on,
right,
the morphine dog, um,
right.
they sticking daughters or Bloody Sunday to Rascal.
Oh, I think it's Jane Poole. They stick on the Jane Poole.
Well, they used to always say they worked better than any
Hey,
other kind, even the Jeep Rascal kind.
hey,
That's
but
what they used to say.
look at the Gator Baby. Look how Gator Baby was bred. It was the same thing you talking about. She
Gator
had that
baby
up in
bread like
there.
that?
I think she had
Yeah.
the no, she do got that back in there. I think. Let me see, what was in there? No, she had the was it the Satch? I think it was the Satch bred to Rascal. The Satch blood bred to Rascal.
Saturday, Bloody Sunday. Yeah, that worked too.
Yeah, I think it was coming down off of that. Mhm.
And then think about Chinaman coming out Miley, who was off for Bloody Sunday, and look at how Chinaman worked with Rascal Blood. Look at Earl
Right,
Jr. and all them, how they click up together.
right. See, they was doing oh Highs Miss Georgia. They was doing Highs Miss Georgia to Rascal.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they was doing. They was doing Highs Miss Georgia to Rascal. The Orphan Nanny too and the Black Shine. I mean with the George, Highs Miss.
And mean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they was doing different. They wasn't saying they doing different than what you talking about, but yeah.
Yeah.
All the time just throwing it in the face. That's it.
But like I said, just like Triple M and all that, you say that. I mean, like I said, everybody noticed that though. By the Jeep dog, the tighter you breed on Jeep, not honey bunch, but like breeding it back like weirdo, like you start breeding Abe and weirdo dogs into each other and all that stuff, they'll turn
Right.
blonde red nose. They'll turn red nose. They'll go from buckskin black man to red to like a blonde red nose
Mm.
with like gold looking eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Triple M say that when he used to talk to Crenshaw, Crenshaw said he believed. I think he was talking about Bo and Honey Bunch. He said he believed that those dogs were closer related than the paperwork say they was. Like it's
Bow
a
and
bunch
honey
of
bun.
counts. Like yeah, like because when he tightened up on it, it turned like that.
Okay.
They turned blonde, red nose, and like
Mm.
that's why King C saying what he saying. Cause he like I say Tennessee cats. They seen a
Mm.
bunch of tight G dogs, and they look like that. I guarantee it. I ain't even gotta ask him.
Right.
I know he know. I
You
know he
Right.
seen them.
you'd have seen them. You'd have seen
Right.
them.
Yeah, yeah. So he had
Mm.
they had just as much Jeep as we did. At one time,
Right.
we were saying Tennessee had better Jeep dog than we did, and we the
Mm.
home of the Jeep dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause we done went up there and got those Jeep dogs before and seen how rough they were. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They wasn't finesser dog. They were rough Jeep dogs. When our dog was
Right.
slick, finessers. Yeah,
Okay. Mm.
You right about that.
yeah.
Mm.
There you go,
So,
Mad.
but
That old Hank.
Make man lose his mind in the chat. Mm.
what he got up there? Let me see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Old Sam P.
Man, missing it. Sitting out on porch cussing somebody out. He missing it.
Bullet head.
You got that right?
Right. Man.
I
Yeah,
went
man.
on Instagram. I seen us turn sideways with nothing but a string on. Man, Lord
Oh,
have
stop
mercy.
it. Stop it.
What you say, man? What she had on?
She nothing but a string on, dog. She had
What's
nothing but a
that?
string, my brother. This shit nobody strike.
Right.
I said, look at it. I said, now look at this chocolate toothpick here. You understand me? Look
Oh,
at it.
toasted.
I said, shout out Bullet Head, man. Come on with the dog
Right.
talk. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, she the conditioner, man. She
Man.
working them.
Hell,
Mm-hmm.
man. Mad Doctor, you counting on us too, Mad Doctor. We ain't gonna say nothing though.
Oh,
You counting on the though, Mad Doctor.
oh.
Know what I'm saying? She
Mm-hmm.
put you on blast out there. Really? The pit Yoda, my dog. It ain't Chris dog. It ain't Mad Doctor dog. It really my dog. I went to
My
Bama and got that
dog.
dog. It my dog.
Oh,
He gonna put him in shape though. He gonna put him in shape.
yeah. That's her Yoda. Her pit Yoda.
Yeah, the
Yeah, that's right,
strain.
boy.
A strike, ball it, a strike. Yeah, that's all it was, ball it. That's all it was, bro. That's all I see. She was turning sideways. I see the whole of the screen. Now I said, that's all she got on the screen. That ain't about a screen. That ain't no bikini. That's a screen now.
Man, that was it. It's fine. Oh, wait.
Ball, you
Oh,
know,
wait.
you ain't wrong with that body. I love it though. He's a straight. A straight. Yeah, that's all it was. A straight. That's it. That's it, ball. Straight. Woo.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dog, man. TV Bullet Head was on one. Well, y'all was on one. Hey,
Pew, pew,
I'm
pew,
telling
pew, pew,
Samurai.
pew, pew,
Pew,
pew,
pew.
pew.
Hey, just like me and the fella were talking one day, Dog Man TV, we said we need to let Samurai know that we need another category for episode of the year. You know, you
Yeah.
got the Dog TV
Mm-hmm.
show of the year, but we won't. Because if that ain't a candidate, I don't know what it is for episode of the year. That
Oh,
6 hour
wait.
marathon y'all did
Fire.
with Mad Doctor, Comic Cal, and Bullet Head. Man, come on, dog. Come on now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on, dog.
Right.
That
There you
gotta be
go,
the candidate. You know
shotgun.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Thank you,
shotgun.
man. Man, round of applause.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that, bro.
Thank you, Shogun. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. We need that. Make it. Hey, give us incentive to people to have an interesting episodes. Then you'll have a long line of shows. You try to be interested in a show, you know. And
Man.
hey, some people, man, they just got a classic episode. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, definitely got to be a runner-up, man.
Oh man, that's it. That's it, man. We had
Wait.
everything in that episode.
Oh, wait. Hey, we went everywhere. We went everywhere.
Hey,
We all mobbed up everywhere. We was on the block. We was in the club. We was everywhere.
hey, look at Shogun. Hey, look, y'all heard it here first. Can't be boring and beat that. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That's
No, for
it.
real, that joint was lunching. That was about 11 ways. Hey, y'all do what Yurik said. Shout out Yurik, man. Everyone make sure you hit that like button. Don't cost you nothing.
Oh,
Hit that like button for the help the
yeah.
algorithm. The more people can find out about the hump day count, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They
yeah.
help us out that way.
Salute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Backstreet coming with Bullet Head
Mm-hmm.
and friends, man. Coming soon. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah. Y'all keep your ears and eyes open.
I'm telling you. I'm
Tony,
telling you, they
salute.
got to be one.
You don't want to miss that.
Mad Doc, Mad Doctor, live from the Detroit porch. Mad Doctor.
Oh, wait. It's coming.
Salute,
Mad Doctor
salute,
live from the
Tony.
porch.
Salute.
It's coming.
Live from the porch.
Straight up.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
we
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
go
over
and
the night,
condition my
y'all.
pit, y'all. I'm gonna condition my
Mm-hmm.
pit, y'all.
He coming for somebody head with the pig Yoda. He coming for somebody head.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fellas. Yeah, man. It's about that time, man. We wrap it
Oh
up,
yeah.
man. Man, shouts out to my brother. Interstate Cap, SDA.
Salute, salute, y'all. Salute.
Pressure, pressure combine. Pressure Cap. The
Little brother.
chat. Salute the chat. Y'all already know what I'm finna say. Where them caps at, man? Where them caps at, man?
With them cats
Throw them
up.
cats out there.
Where them caps at, man?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, throw them cat racks,
Oh,
bro.
y'all
Cat
doing them
racks, y'all.
cats,
Come on.
man.
Come on.
Come on, man. Plenty room on the
Come on,
cat
man.
rack.
Throw them all up on the cat
Oh,
rack.
Yeah, man. Throw them caps. Salute quick.
y'all just don't know
I
how
love it.
hard I'm holding
Salute
back these
dog,
edits.
man.
Y'all just don't know
Yeah,
how
salute,
hard I'm holding back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we had to hype y'all up, man. I don't want to have to hype y'all up now. Come on now. What them cats say, man?
Where them caps at, man?
Oh man, okay. Caps up, caps up, caps up, caps up.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna make me do it, man. Just want them out there. No, man, we appreciate y'all though. Straight up, man.
Man,
Appreciate all y'all, man.
man,
Man,
we
for real, appreciate it, man.
appreciate about it. Appreciate it. Hey, man, thank y'all, brother, man. We out of here.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.